happening to me. There's something awakening in my mind. I can't control it.
What did you see?
Hello and welcome to A Room with Many Views. Today we have a special guest, MC Hubbard. We have the usual Bill Snyder. We also have an unusual guest today, Chris Langley, returned from his hiatus. And I'm Jimmy T. Today we had the honor of watching Dune at the Bishop Twin Theater. So Bill, did you like the movie?
No, not at all.
MC, did you like the movie?
I did like the movie.
Chris, did you like the movie?
I loved it. I thought it was terrific.
I liked the movie also. Bill,
I'm the odd man out as usual.
would you watch it? Okay, would you watch it again, MC?
I would watch it again, yes.
Chris, would you watch it again?
Absolutely.
I would watch it again.
Not if you paid me.
Not if you paid me. Okay, MC, this is a secret. Would you buy it to have it on your shelf to watch on a rainy day?
I don't know that I'd buy it, honestly. I mean, I'd rather people go to the Bishop Theater and see it. But I don't know that I'd buy it.
Chris, would you buy this?
I'm not sure, but probably at some point.
I would consider it buying it with this caveat. It's part one. No, this is like Star Wars. It starts in 1977. It ends in 20 whatever, and they're still making them. So, yeah, maybe. So, Bill, what character did you like? If you liked any character at all?
I kept rooting for the sandworm.
And for those of us who've watched Tremors, this is a significant statement.
Yes.
MC, who is your favorite character?
Oh my gosh, I don't know that I had a favorite. I really liked many of them, really.
Chris, who is your favorite character?
I like Timothée Chalamet because I was amazed he could carry that role somehow. After some of his other stuff, I didn't think he'd be able to, but I thought he was very good.
He did do a fine job.
Yeah,
The casting was very interesting.
yeah.
I kind of liked the underdogs. I liked Jason Momoa as Duncan. He steals the scene. Of course, he's so big, he
Yeah.
can steal anything.
And he talks
And-
like
and,
this.
Yeah. And Javier
Bardem.
Bardem does a great job as a Fremen. Of course, he does a great job in almost anything. So, what was your favorite part of the movie, MC?
Well, you know, I took the advantage to watch the original 1984 version last night. So I saw enough of the same thing, sort of, but there was enough different things to keep me very interested in the movie. My favorite part? You got me stumped. Nothing stood out. It just was the whole movie I enjoyed.
Chris, what was your favorite part?
The whoever it was riding the worm at the end, because I'd been waiting for that the whole time, and it's just such a cool scene. What else? Let's see. I think that's my top. But I did really love a lot of the art direction. I thought the Dragonfly helicopters or whatever they were just absolutely mind-blowing for me. I just thought that was so funny. And let's see what else. Oh, and the worms. How can you? Those worms are one big mother. I mean,
They were amazing.
Up to 1,200 meters long? What was it?
yeah, they were huge. I
It
know.
was 400 meters.
400 meters.
But they-
1,200 feet.
Sorry.
But they really captured it in the way they filmed it and stuff, because you don't really get much of a feeling of how big they are, because they never hardly come out of the ground except to eat about 500 people. So
I thought the special effects and computer generated imagery was just stunning. There was, like you said, the machines, the people, the landscapes, the cities, the rippling in the sand. It was just really, really, it was beautiful.
it was. I saw that they had a Jordan location. I don't know if that's where a lot of that was or not.
They credited Abu Dhabi, Jordan, Canada, Norway,
Yeah, I saw the Norway one.
Quebec.
It was Quebec at the end, yeah. I think that was near Petra, where they were going
Yeah, I
through.
think so too. that was cool. I like that. What else did I like? I thought it was a very articulate, easy to follow script, and it's not a story that's easy to follow unless you've already experienced it somehow. So I thought that was good. I don't know much about the director, but it seemed to me the direction was really good and the acting was par for that kind of a movie. But
Mr. Villanueva.
yeah, I don't know. That doesn't mean anything to me, does it?
No.
No. Okay.
But you can tell it's a Hans Zimmer soundtrack. Now, Bill, as our
Yes.
special guest, what did you not like about the movie?
Well, when the beginning moved, the credits started in the beginning, then the end credits at the end, pretty much everything in between. I'm kidding. But there are some movies that in the beginning, they're setting up the movie. And so, okay, they're building their little backstory, and these are the reasons why I like these characters. Now, off with the story. They didn't bother to do any of that. So the special effects were great. The Hans Zimmer score was great. It was well done. As a drummer, I enjoyed the percussion all the way through. I did like that it was at 120 decibels almost all the way through. So even when they whispered, it was still making my ears bleed. But the best analogy I can come up with, my wife being Thai Laotian, we've had some really good Thai Laotian feasts. So it had wonderful jasmine rice in the CGI graphics. It had galangal. It had peppers. It had all the components you need, except for me, the coconut milk of giving a damn about any of the characters that kind of smooths out the whole thing and makes it really worthwhile for me. And it could have been just that I just finished a 30-some-hour day yesterday. I'm tired and I'm cranky and
Grumpy.
I didn't want to work that hard at following this movie. But yeah, the graphics were great, the music was great, but I just couldn't get into the story and caring about the characters, whether they lived or died, whether they won or lost. Some of it was predictable, and yeah.
You know, I think it might have helped you if you'd watched the original one.
I hadn't watched the original. I felt like I was into part 3 instead of the second part of a story where all this has been done. But no, I'm watching in the middle of it and like, okay.
But this movie actually started more earlier in their lives than the 1984 version.
Well, your homework is to read all 7 volumes or whatever it is of the series so you can, talk the
I
talk.
I respect you. Not going to happen.
To quote Bill Snyder, read? Do you have any
That's the thing with words, Oh.
Do you have any last words for our viewers about Dune?
Well, of course, I have no last words about anything. Yeah, for me it didn't work. I can see how for other people, the majority of people, it did work. I predict it's going to be very successful. I didn't see the 1984 version, and yeah, that's why there's different movies, different music, different foods. It doesn't all work for everybody. This one didn't work for me. By all means, go to Bishop Twin Theater and watch it. Make your mind up for yourselves. That's what it's about. And then let me know, gee, Bill, you were an idiot. I hear that all day anyway from people. Or you agree with me on it, whatever. Be happy to hear back from you.
MC.
Well, I think people should go and see it. And obviously much better to see it on the big screen rather than on HBO Max or whatever. But I'd go and see it again. I think that people will enjoy it. I do think that if they have the opportunity to watch the 1984 version first, it will make it easier to follow through the current Dune.
It was a hard sci-fi, not easy sci-fi. Easy sci-fi, the monster comes out, eats 7 people, and then they pour some magic elixir and he disappears. This one was much more of a thought product. And the other thing that I really liked about it was it gave me a feeling of a Middle Ages culture, even though for all the technology and stuff, they were fighting with swords and living, a very middle-aged life in a lot of ways. So I thought that was really interesting as well. The story I thought was powerful because it's really, it's sort of about kings and queens and, power. Excuse me. So.
Much like Chris said, and MC hit on briefly, it's a story about people, power, loyalty, and betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, going back to the Stone Age where they have worms and they're fighting, they have swords and they're fighting worms. I recommend it. It's like you said, it's not for everybody. It's a little bit.
Yeah, cerebral or intellectual.
And a full disclaimer, I have not read the book. When I went to college, Dune was in the top 5 of the books that people say had influenced their lives to go to college. So this is Jimmy T on A Room with Many Views. Today we had 4 views: MC Hubbard, Bill Snyder, Chris Langley, and yourself. Thank you very much.